What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Now today we are at 5,000 trophies in Clash Royale. I finally hit 5,000 for the very first time. As most of you know, as a level 11 I hit 4985 and then went on a massive losing streak and never ended up hitting 5,000. However, just last night I managed to pull off 5,015 trophies, beating a max Royal Giant user. Of course, it couldn't go any better than that. However, we did lose to a max Royal Giant user right before I got to 5,000 trophies. I'll go ahead and show you guys my attack log right now. Just scroll through all these grand challenges that I was doing earlier, and if you get to the bottom, you can see that I won this one right here, which put me one battle away from 5,000 trophies. This guy with a max Royal Giant barely beat me. He 3-crowned me with his lightning spell as I was about to 3-crown him with my graveyard. So that was kind of disappointing, and then after that I got a win. So we're back up to one battle away from 5,000 trophies, and then I get a draw against this guy. Much better than a loss. I wasn't too disappointed in that. And then a very nice battle, another max Royal Giant user. This time I ended up beating him, and that got me over 5,000 trophies. This is the first time, like I said, I've ever been up here. My new personal best, my highest trophies right there, and yeah, it just feels awesome. I'm currently 5,887th. I don't know if that's in the world, just in my league, but I'm now in Master 1, which means that we are now even closer to our goal of champion, and that, I don't know how possible that is. It's another 800 trophies. I know we started this series. This might as well be episode number 2 of Road to Champion League, because we are now in Master 1, getting a little bit closer to Master 2 actually, which is at 5,200. But hopefully we can hit Champions League. It might be a little bit hard, but I think we can do it over time. Probably not this season, considering it only has 6 days left, but maybe next season and the season after that. However, this is the deck that got me up to 5,000 trophies right here. I've used both of these decks. I used this one from like 4,600 all the way up to like 4,980, and then I lost with this deck against the max Royal Giant user, so I switched over to this deck, and this pushed me over 5,000. So these two decks right here are the decks that got me to 5,000 basically. Really good decks that I've used for a very long time actually. This one I started using a little bit before I used this one, but Golem Graveyard, definitely a personal favorite of mine, and definitely this Miner Rocket deck works out really well. I have made a video on both of these decks I believe in the past. I'll go ahead and link them down in the description if you want to know more in depth on how to actually play those. But these are the decks that got me to 5,000 trophies. I really wish I could show you guys the replay of me beating the max Royal Giant user, but I did so many battles today and I just forgot about it, so it's kind of disappeared off my attack log and I can't actually get that replay. However, we'll go ahead and take it into some grand challenge battles. I don't want to drop below 5,000 trophies, and I just want to show you guys how to play these decks. So we might as well go ahead and start off with this deck right here. You start a little grand challenge and show you guys how to use this Miner Rocket deck. It basically defends everything with the Executioner, Tornado, Inferno Tower, cycle cards like this Ice Spirit I just placed down, and skeletons that are also in the deck. It just works out really well, and it is one of my personal favorite decks. So there he has a Tombstone down between his towers. My Executioner should do fine taking out these skeletons for a while, and once the Tombstone drops a little bit below, I think 3/4 of the health, I can go ahead and log that out of the way. He is using an not Inferno Dragon, sorry. That is definitely a Lava Hound, not an Inferno Dragon. Let's go ahead and log the Tombstone out of the way, and now the Executioner will go ahead and lock onto the Lava Hound. Get an Inferno Tower down for the Lava Hound, pull the minions with the Tornado so the Executioner can go ahead and finish them off. Also staying alive right here. Lightning is going to go ahead and do some damage in the Inferno Tower, but not before it takes out the Lava Hound right there. And the Lightning also missed the Executioner, so that's a good thing right there. Let's go ahead and throw in the Miner at the tower, as well as an Ice Spirit, and see if we can get some chip damage done over there. I think the Ice Spirit's going to go ahead and freeze that Mega Minion, which it will, so I'll go ahead and throw down a Rocket, doing some damage to the tower and also taking out that Mega Minion, dropping the tower to 1531 hit points. So a decent starting push right there. Only a minute into the battle, and we've already got the lead against this guy. So there is another Tombstone by him, which means a Lava Hound is coming next. And we do have to keep in mind that he has that Lightning spell, because I don't want to place my Executioner right next to my Inferno Tower, so he can just Lightning the Inferno Tower, Executioner, and the tower. That would not be good for us. So we're going to keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and log this Tombstone any second now. Should be able to do the trick right about now. And now this Executioner is going to go ahead and lock onto that Lava Hound, sorry. So let's go ahead and get a Miner back, not the Miner yet, let's get an Inferno Tower over here, as well as a Tornado, keeping the balloon off of the Inferno Tower. I didn't want the Inferno Tower to take too much damage because it also had to take out the Lava Hound right there, which it did, and now we have our Executioner still alive. So throwing down a miner behind the Executioner, Ice Spear on that Mega Minion right there, get down an Executioner to finish him off, as well as take out those minions coming in behind him. So the tower is currently at 1275, and our tower is currently at 1752. So kind of weird right there, we have the same numbers on our tower, just in a different order, but we do have the lead right now. So we're going to go ahead and hopefully keep this lead all the way until the end. Let's send in a miner over there behind that tower. Our Executioner is working on that Lava Hound, however, now I need to defend this balloon. So let's go ahead and drop down a tornado on the balloon, keep it off of our Inferno Tower, get down an Executioner as well, right before he dropped down that lightning spell. And I dropped down skeletons on top of a balloon bomb as well, which was not smart by me, allowing that mini pecker to get off a shot on our tower. So now we need to really get over here to his tower. Let's get down a miner in the back and just get a prediction rocket for whatever he wants to counter with. Hopefully can reach that Mega Minion. It will go ahead and take it out. And now all we have to do is defend this balloon and keep it off of our tower for long enough to cycle back to another rocket. Our tower is only at 736, so that shouldn't be too big of a deal. We also have cycle cards like our Ice Spear and our Skeletons, but he gets dropped down a Lightning, dropping him to 390 hit points. However, our rocket will go ahead and take out his tower, currently sitting at somewhere around 300 hit points, but it doesn't matter because there goes our rocket for the victory. So good game to this guy, and that right there is how you use this deck. You just defend really hard with the Inferno Tower, the Executioner, the Tornado, and the Miner and the Rocket do most of the damage. But now let's go ahead and check out this Golem Graveyard deck, which is also a personal favorite of mine. It does have 3 legendaries in it, the Graveyard, Electro Wizard, and the Log. So if you don't have any of these, I'm not sure what to tell you. The Log and the Electro Wizard could probably be replaced with something. However, the Graveyard is a definite must in this deck. You don't have to have max archers. I just love using my max archers, so you can play with this deck how you want. But the Golem, Executioner, that's not the Executioner, Golem, Graveyard, Executioner, and Tornado are basically must-haves, as well as the Ice Golem. These 3 decks you can change around with whatever you want, but this is what I use and what works best with me. So going back out into another Grand Challenge battle, hopefully getting our second win right here, matching up against Dio Ibrahimovic. That was a mouthful right there. From Gladiators 8.0, let's go ahead and get down probably some archers back here. You can drop down a golem if you want right off the bat, but you must have an ice golem in your starting hand if you want to go ahead and do that. I will let the balloon get off some death damage on my tower right there, dropping down the ice golem in front of my Executioner and some archers. I'm expecting a log right here. I'll go ahead and move the Musketeer in front of the tower so my Executioner can do some damage to that. Take out the Musketeer and drop that tower to 2268 hit points. So that was a decent little push right there. We still have the lead right now. I think the only thing that's touched my tower so far is the death damage from the balloon. And I think we might as well go ahead and drop off a golem right here, which is really risky. I know I just told you guys to only do it if you have an ice golem in your hand as well. And that right there is the reason why. I could have just kited that to the other lane with the ice golem, but now I'm pretty much screwed unless this golem can push back the giant skeleton away from my tower. Please get away from my tower, giant skeleton. The golem is going to successfully push away the giant skeleton from my tower, which is exactly what I wanted to happen right there. And now that the golem has also distracted the wall breaker, I just really call that a wall breaker. The bomber, sorry, I don't even know why I call that a wall breaker right there. Haven't played Clash of Clans in so long, but anyway, the graveyard is currently on that tower, dropping it down to around 1600 hit points. Not too bad, especially with the baby dragon defending it, and the Inferno Tower taking out my golem. But there is another balloon right there, so let's go ahead and get down an Electro Wizard as well as a Tornado to keep it away from my tower. No more death damage this time, and also taking out that baby dragon right there. But the balloon and the baby dragon also take out my Electro Wizard, kind of unfortunate, but not too big of a deal. And now we're back to nothing on the battlefield. So we're about to enter double elixir, which is why I'm also about to drop down another golem right here. Just kidding, down goes the giant skeleton, so we need to counter that first. Let's get down an Executioner over here so it doesn't blow up later by the bomb from that giant skeleton. If you guys watch how I split my archers right there, it was so the fact that one would go to the left lane just in time to pull him over there after he finishes off the first archer. Not sure if that made sense or not, but if you caught it, good for you. Definitely a good trick against the giant skeleton with archers. But now down goes a golem in the right lane, now that we are in double elixir. I know he has an Inferno Tower, so let's get our Electro Wizard down as well, and maybe some archers until we can drop down this graveyard over on the tower. So down go the archers right about now. Let's also get in a graveyard. He hasn't dropped in anything at all to counter this push. I think he might have given up or disconnected or something. Not sure what happened, but we just took that tower right there. No problem at all. And now we're probably about to get the 3 crown as well. I'm honestly not too sure if he gave up or just completely went AFK, maybe his phone died, I don't know. I didn't get a notification saying that he left, so maybe he just gave up. But that right there is how you use the golem deck. Just get as many troops behind the golem as you can, and then of course drop the graveyard on the tower, and use the Electro Wizard, Executioner, and the Tornado to defend. So yeah, there you have it. 2 wins for the 2 decks that got me up to 5,000 trophies. Finishing off this free chest to wrap up the video. No legendary out of that one. I haven't gotten a legendary from a free chest in a very long time. Let me know down in the comment section below, when was the last time you guys got a legendary out of a free chest. Mine was probably sometime last year. It's been definitely quite a while. However, that's going to go ahead and wrap up today's video. If you guys did enjoy, go ahead and smash that like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button below for some more Clash Royale content. We're about to hit 100,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. Thank you all so much for your support. We're about 3,000, I think less than 3,000 away right now. Almost 2,000 away from 100,000 subscribers, which is crazy. 5,000 trophies one day and 100,000 subs the next. But anyway, that's going to go ahead and wrap things up today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.